Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and everyone else in between. I am the fairest of Isle. Well, no, actually. And you can tell because of that. Oh my god, my skin hates me lately, and I have no idea what I've done to deserve it. Anyway, you're wondering why I'm looking so rough? It's because there is no smoothing or whatever on the video, and it's because I'm doing a review. And yes, it's another blush. I don't know what's happening, but I review as they come. And it's from the brand MAYY. Never heard of the brand MAYY, to be honest. MAYY. And it's the Coral Blush and Sunkissed Highlighter. That looks incredibly light for Sunkissed. But I'm not judging. You can't judge until you've tried it. So, let's get reviewing. Time to put on the base. Okay, I'm back, and god, my makeup's looking psycho. It always does, especially on camera, and especially at this stage. Anyway, so we're back. I've already done the other cheek, because, you know, I'm such a professional, and I forgot that I was doing it. What was I going to say? Yeah, my contour's looking way harsher than usual, and that's because I've run out of my favourite contouring powder. I've had to use a palette I don't like, and because it wasn't going very well, I've also had to use eyeshadow, believe it or not. It doesn't look as bad as it does in the camera, I promise you. Anyway, onto this. I like these kind of colours, these peachy, orangey kind of blushes. The fallout is average to me. I don't really care about fallout all that much because it's powder, and powder has fallout. Okay, not gonna lie, I also need to look up the price of this. I've totally forgot to do that. So it takes a while to like get into a place where I like it, but it is quite bright, like straight off the bat. And I know that some people like and prefer blushes to be buildable and that. By the way, ignore this line and whatever the camera's doing to it, because it's not there in real life, I was going to say. But it's about the formula and the blush, not busted contour. It doesn't blend out as well as I like it normally, you know. You know what I meant, because I tend to pat it on and then try and marry it with the contour, and it does get there eventually. I wish I hadn't shown you that side. This camera is really fucking me up. Can you see that? That whole separation is not there in real life, and I don't know how to fix it. Anyway, it's nice, it's bright, it's a bright blush, and I am just, you know, gonna continue to pile it on. Yeah, I mean, I would use it. It's not my favourite because it's quite matte, and I like my blushes and my bronzers to have a bit of shimmer in it, because I like that proper glow. That it's sort of almost like signature nefarious. Okay, so onto the highlight, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm dreading the highlight because this looks like it's going to leave a white cast. We're gonna start with the nose. Okay, here we go with the highlighter, and it's looking light and very, very soft and dainty. Everything opposite to what I want, but we're gonna try it regardless. So, I'm not gonna lie, once again, it's not the same as the Ofra one where we're both connected, but it's still quite dangerous with a tiny separation. Okay, we're gonna do the nose first. So I normally just go straight down. Oh wow, this is really soft. I know I should use, I don't know, setting spray, but I can't be bothered. Whoa. This is so light, like, it's not alright. Yeah, this is not it. I cannot use this. Like, if it's not even doing it for the nose, it's definitely not gonna do it for the cheeks. Like, it is soft. Oh, that was a bit better. Okay, so let's go back to this one. Okay, it's alright when it's like, if you like concentrate it, like if you're not trying to brush it out, it's better. But it's still not for me, because I don't know a drag artist who would want a highlight so subtle. This is going to be bad, isn't it? Because I feel like it's going to leave a white cast like nobody's business. I'm going to regret this, aren't I? Let's see how. Oh, okay. It's brighter, I'll give you that. But that could be the setting spray that you used. Yeah, it's definitely leaving that white cast that I was on about. But it might be actually better on the cheeks. But I am highly doubtful. I think it's probably the setting spray. I definitely wouldn't use a highlighter. Like, it's just not, it's not even blending well, to be honest with you. Like I expected a white cast because it's a light highlighter, but it's not even blending well. Okay, I'll give you my final thoughts on it. Oh, I thought I broke it then for a sec. I'm going to complete the look and then give you the final thoughts. And I am back. What do you think of the final look? Looking like an icy, icy goddess. Am I wearing silver? Yes. Yes, I am. I don't know what's wrong with me. But did you know that silver was deemed a more precious metal in ancient Egypt than gold? So I'm feeling expensive. Anyway, onto this. The review of the MAYY Coral Blusher and Sunkissed Highlighter. Couldn't find a brand page, so I'm gathering it's like something that you would get at, Americans would call it like the drugstore. I mean, chemist, I guess, I suppose a British person would call it, because that's like Boots and that, but whatever. About £3 to £6, mostly £6 is like the pricing I've found for it. And I don't think it's worth that much, to be honest with you. This is like children makeup level kind of makeup. Like, the blusher is okay. Like, it is usable. It's not the best. It's not the worst either. I could use the blusher if I really had to. The highlighter, however, is probably one of the worst highlighters I have ever used. Am I being dramatic? No. No, I'm not. It's actually one of the worst highlighters I have ever used. It just wouldn't blend. It all sat in one place. Like, at first the pigment was shit. And then I got some pigment out of it. But once you got some pigment, it didn't blend, it stayed in one place, and like I had to go and put on another highlighter and everything because there was no way this one would have worked. Normally when I get a really shit highlighter, I would use it just for my nose or maybe to highlight the inner corner of my eyes. It's not even worth that. It is bad out all of it. So I don't think it's worth £6 or £3. The blusher, if it was on its own, yes, maybe. But that highlighter, in my opinion, is not a bonus. It's a hindrance to this compact. Yeah, so I don't recommend it at all. It's really bad. I don't really know how to, obviously because I'm not a makeup maker or whatever. There's just something wrong with a highlighter. Like at first it wouldn't show up with pigment, and then when it did, it all sat in one place. So it definitely needs like looking at. The blusher, as I said, is usable. But I would rather not have this. Do you know what I mean? Like, to me, a usable product on its own is better than a usable product with a shit product. Yeah, I want like a witty saying. You know how like so many people go, it's approved. Like for instance, Jeffree Star who goes, it's Jeffree Star approved. I want to think of something where I can go like, it's, you know, my own one. You know what I meant. I am looking insanely gorgeous. Like insane, but gorgeous all the same. Anyway, yeah, I guess that's the end of it. This review wasn't a very good one in my opinion. I didn't make it very good, and it wasn't a very good product either. So, anyway, if you've tried this, which, I mean, you could have, because I'm sure it came in a beauty box, not the cohorted one. I'm sure it came in another one that I got one time. Tell me what you think of it, because it did not work for me, but obviously I do not use makeup in the way average people use makeup, so it could also be that, to be honest with you. But you tell me if you enjoyed it, like the product, if you liked it. Didn't mean to flip you off. Anyway, yeah, so like, comment, subscribe, follow, whatever. And yeah, like, I want a better product to review next time. I want one that I rave about.